Just getting everything set up here on my end. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome Slayheim. Glad to see you, brother. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are things going with you? How did work go? How are you and Mrs. Heim? How did how did y'all's evening go? And all that good stuff. I'm just on the Elementalist here and just kind of chilling around the Crocs, hoping to get in, hoping to get into a group. That would be kind of sweet. I think they're a full group. Or no, there's another group up here, isn't there? Huh. Yeah, there's two groups. Let me go try my luck up here. Gotta hail one of them. See if they'll let me in the group. Or just kind of chill around here and if I can get invited. Go ahead and get a pet out. At least. Let me fix my UI. I like that. So is this just like a power level, I guess? Slash say. Or is this like a legitimate group? PO, soloing. Okay, okay. Alright. They're soloing then. So, this group appears to be full. Let's go up here and see if we can find some more Crocs to kill. Solo, I guess. Let's just hang out solo for the time being and let something organically kind of follow along. Let's let something happen organically. Not push it to get into a group somewhere. Alright. One Croc is down. I do want to go check out the pirates over in Sungreet Strand, though. I kind of want to do that. I might do that next if I can't find a spot to kill that I like or can't find a group or something. More than likely there is a group up here, but if there's not, I could camp the hill. I could just camp this Croc Hill. Oh yeah, there's somebody there already. Lovely. Yeah, they're soloing. Another person that's soloing as well. No one really looking for a big fantastic group. I could go and check out this area up here that has crocs, but we have to be careful and aware, vigilant, that we don't run into chompers that will absolutely chomp us up into bits. Doesn't that fortress look so beautiful off in the distance? This game is so enchanting, isn't it? Man, the music and the feel of it and everything, it hits you just right. Okay. Should we go for this red crocodile? Or would that be a mistake? I don't know, I got full mana. Let's give it a shot. We're going for that croc. Chaotic times incoming. Oh shit, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. It's looking bad. Oh shit. What's up, Abzu? It's my boy Abzu. What's up? Thanks for coming in and supporting. I'm watching my ass get chomped off here by this crocodile. I'm about to run and book it. It's about to get chaotic. You come in at the right moment. Yeah, it's gonna get bad. Oh shit, it's gonna get so bad. Gotta run away already. Chaotic moment number 1 of the stream. Running away from a crocodile that I should have had no business attacking. All my nukes were deflecting right off of it. Like nothing. There's someone else looking for group, although they're a much higher level attacking a bandit, I have to say. Probably like close to their close to the level 12 or so, level 8. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Still no group. Still nothing. We're zoning safely, thank God. Crocodile hatchling, caiman, crocodile from low to high. You could probably handle a caiman. Yeah, I might be able to handle a caiman, but not a crocodile. Like you're saying, Abzu, that's just too much. But we like biting off more than we can chew here. That's what we do. We love biting into that big juicy burger and then finding out, oh my God, we shouldn't have taken that big of a bite. So we love doing that. We love to do that kind of stuff around here at the stream. Hope everyone is having a fantastic night. Wow, great way to end the stream. No, we're not ending the stream yet. Great way to start the stream off. How's that? How's that to fire off the stream? Now I gotta find a spot to level up at. Let me see here. The crocs look pretty camped. Or caimans, whatever you want to call them. Could take rattlesnakes. Gotta get a pet out first. That would be really helpful. I don't want to attempt to do those guys without a pet. Right. Get beat up by one of those snakes. I gotta say I've been enjoying all 3 classes actually. I've been enjoying the Elementalist. I've been playing the Shadow Knight to level 5. So far I have a level 3 Ranger that I haven't picked up and played just yet. Oh, by the way, how is that Ranger, Abzu? Did you ever get on? Did you ever spend some time with that ranger? I guess. Other than when we played the Shadow Knight, that I made, the Shadow Knight I made when we were playing. I got to level 5, but I got into this weird group, man. It was like I was a Shadow Knight. We had another Shadow Knight in the party. We had a Paladin in the party. It was like we had a Spellblade in the party. It was like tank central in there. It was just like we got tanks for days. So I mean, it was fun, but not as fun. I feel like I had like 3 other people trying to do the job that I'm supposed to be doing in a party whenever I'm a Shadow Knight. It just felt like really awkward, if that makes sense. But yeah. Man, sometimes it spawns you in the water whenever you zone out. I guess we'll have to try to stick to this zone and try to find something to kill in this area, I guess. Well, I guess they're fixing the share today. Let's let's just start attacking these guys. Alright, let's start things off properly here. Need to meditate to get some mana back. I guess I could summon my pet. A set of daggers. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's summon my pet a set of daggers. Perfect. Ready for battle. Man, these little tents out here and this pier, it's like I want to say I remember camping or doing something out here. Maybe it wasn't this specific location, but it was definitely in this zone, I want to say. The only thing I haven't done yet are the Ashira that are right outside, like they're like right in Sungreet, not Shaded Dunes, not this area, but they're in Sungreet Strand. I haven't done the Ashira that are right there. I've done the bandits. I've done those. I've done the Night Harbor bandits, scoundrels, scoundrel, beggars, bandit, whatever you want to call it. Oh, snap. Yeah, this is yeah. Damn. Messed up again. All right. Well, let's go ahead and zone this one out. I'm just wanting something to kill. I'm getting too eager. I gotta remember, I can't be attacking stuff that's red. I gotta sit here and consider use my C key on my keyboard. I'm over here acting like a complete newbie, like I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, goodness. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. I am acting like a complete noob right now. We will get through this. Things will get better. I promise they will get better. At level 6, I'm wondering, at level 6, could I head to that one crypt dungeon that's like lower level? Not Wormsbane. I think I could actually head to Wormsbane. Now that I think about it, I might end up trying to head over to Wormsbane to see if I can get into a group to at least get myself to level 10. That would be pretty good. Maybe I do that if I can't. I don't know. If I can't get what I want over here, maybe I just head over to Wormsbane. Just say screw it. Oh my god. Do not have enough mana for that ability, so I'm gonna have to go over here and sit, pop a squat for a little bit. So I am very sorry, guys. We're not off to the greatest start. We are hungry. Okay, so we have been invited to a party. That changed very quickly. That goes to show you how quickly things can change in Monsters and Memories. Go from chillin', I need a group, to I have a group now. That is good. We have solved the issue of hunger. So I am no longer hungry. Now, we need to solve the issue of not having a pet and then actually contributing to this group. Seriously, it's gonna fizzle the entire time when I'm trying to get my pet out, and it is just one of those nights. Let me get my water pet out. Let's do water pet. Let's do the water pet. I like that because it nukes. Jesus Christ, man. This pet is not going to come out. This pet is not going to come out because I am fizzling out my mana. Well, we know what skill we need to upgrade. Conjuration ability. Jesus. Now I'm thirsty. So, well, let me fix that. I'm trying to get a pet out. I am trying to get a pet out. My group thinks, oh yeah, man, this leech, man, this freaking leech, he's just leeching experience. Oh my god, dude, this has been like 2 minutes of consistent fizzling. This is not fun right now. Man. All right. So one of the things you want to make sure of in a group is that you always have the rested buff. That's going to be your double experience, I think. And so, like, you always stand next to the campfire when fighting or meditating whenever you're killing stuff in a group. You should always be near the campfire in Monsters and Memories to try to help your mana along. You know, I gotta say, with both classes, with the Elementalist and the Necromancer, it certainly feels like the DPS output of the pet is just fine, right where it needs to be. It's not really like overpowered or underpowered. If anything, it might be just a slight touch overpowered with how much damage that the pet does still yet, in my opinion. But I think that it's really good. It feels nice. The Elementalist pets, they feel really nice. Really, really, really nice in comparison. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what all special things and features that the Necromancer pets have, like the ghouls and the zombies and stuff, but you can get the ghouls and zombies as a Necromancer as well in the game. It's not like a special Shadow Knight only type of thing, but really, as a Shadow Knight, the game kind of begins at level 8 for you because you get a pet at level 8, you get Grip of Agony at level 8, which is your unresistible harm touch like nuke that you get. So there's a lot of things going on at level 8 for Shadow Knight that I feel like it's necessary to experience before making a judgment call on whether or not you're going to roll the class as your alt character, if that's what you're deciding to do, which in this case for me, I'm deciding on which class out of the three that I'm going to pick as an alt character for early access. I've determined that Shaman is my main. We all know that I'm a Shaman player. So now we are trying to figure out what class I will roll as a alt character. I thought I had it figured out several times before. Said I had it figured out again. Didn't. And this time I'm looking to put all that to bed and really figure it out this time. To try to say, okay, enough's enough. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm doing for a character. And just be done with it for now. And then figure out the third alt character later. If I want to do something like that later down the line where it's working out great. Things are beautiful. Don't have no friggin' wood, man. Oh my God, that's the thing. That's one thing. That's the one thing I came unprepared for was no wood. Like always bring wood to your group in Monsters Memories to try to help the fire. I don't have no wood to stoke the fire, but yeah. But the class feels really good to me. It's just the one thing I don't like about I don't really like about the class is the constant fizzling, man. Like I really dude, like for any class that just doesn't feel good. That portion, like that portion of the game, to me, just doesn't feel the greatest with that. But as far as like as far as the class goes, now the pet feels tremendous, absolutely tremendous, and I believe the pets even got a nerf compared to where they were at before. Because I remember one of our uh, guildmates in the guild that I'm currently in on this character, when we did Sky Seer Ilia or whatever, we used Briz, I believe it was Briz, who's an elementalist in our guild. We used their pet to actually tank that super badass mob that just completely nuked me and Slayheim in a group, and Slayheim has a short on that. Want to check out his channel? Shout out to Slayheim as well. Um, but yeah, just all these memories so far being created in the game of monsters. I love it. I'm loving it. And lots of more, lots of more. That's a phrase I haven't used in a long time. You can tell that I'm kind of like, uh, a hick, I guess. But lots of good memories, hopefully, to come in the game and beyond with the channel. Hopefully, get through early access. Everything was all right. We're flying smooth. We're sailing smooth. I thought it would be a great idea to try to reach out to some of the folks in my guild and see if they wanted to create like a dedicated group for early access and beyond, like a static. Since we're all leveling up our characters for the first time, and it's not really like a all experiment, but it's more of like a this is our main guys, like this is our main characters, like and just kind of rotating people in and out as they can play. The nights that they can't play, that they're working, whatever, someone else plays. But with a focus on keeping everyone around the same level. So generally within like, now I will say like 2, 3 levels, something like that, in hopes that they're playing more consistently, in hopes that they're playing all the time. Like maybe they're logging in every day, like that kind of volume with playing. Because I plan to play almost every day. I plan to get on in some form or fashion, more along the lines of the long form on the days off that I have, like tonight. I don't work tonight, or I didn't work today, or I don't work tomorrow. during the day or anything. I don't have to work until Friday, which is perfect for me. So it's perfect for this stream. Um, but yeah, have someone else that's approaching us. Tell you what, I'm about to head to town here in a minute and go get a lumberjack axe and go farm up some wood and build a fire because I am I'm obsessing over the fact that we don't have a fire out right now and I don't have wood and I don't have anything to help. Here, let's do that. I'm going to tell him to attack and then we're going to run and get an axe real quick. I'm going to get an axe. I got people that are leaving the party anyway. I don't know what's going on there. Probably going to notice that I'm AFK, but whatever. I'm not leeching any XP because I'm well out of range. My pet is in range, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't count as far as XP for me. I just want to go get a fire built, man. I want the benefits. I want everything. Like, I want the cozy atmosphere. I want the cozy atmosphere of the fire the most, I think. Of sitting next to that fire. Like look at that. That's what I want. I want that feel. I gotta play Monsters Memories with that feel. Alright. Bought the lumberjack axe. Let's let's switch everything up. Oh shit, you know what? Really, I can't put a damn crocodile tooth in there, and screw it. I'm trying to be a good group mate here by collecting some wood here. Trying to be good group mates even though we're away from the action. We're just trying to collect that wood. I didn't come prepared. I had the other two characters prepped, and then I was sure, I was like, I took a quick glance over on this character, and I looked, and I was like, yeah, I'm prepared for the stream. Evidently not. I wasn't prepared for it. So it's always good to come prepared whenever you're about to group or your intentions are getting into a party. Always bring wood to make a campfire with. But yeah, between the three classes, I'm enjoying them. I think I'll enjoy Shadow Knight a whole lot more once I get to level 8. So I'm going to wait until I get to level 8 on all three classes to make a decision. This is going to be a long process, but I'm going to go in alphabetical order in the manner of which they were started. So Edius is first, since I had the Elementalist first. He was the first character that I made, followed by the Shadow Knight will be last, but yeah, the Necromancer. That's right, the Necromancer will be the next character that I do it on. Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, I don't know what just happened in the game. My game was lagging real bad. But yeah, the Necromancer will be the next character that I do it on to get to level 8, see what's what. And I'm curious to see as to how the Necromancer spells feel later on. Like they talked about putting some plagues in the game for Necromancers. I think is interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some of those abilities. Heck, I really need to go back to my spell vendor on this character to see some things. I did end up getting gate and things of that nature. I think we got enough wood now. Let's see how much wood we got. Got my wood at? Where my wood at? 17 wood? Yeah. Be good. That's more than good. And we finally got ourselves a fire. When I went through all that trouble of making a fire with the group, we ended up getting ourselves a fire. Oh well. You know what? It's the thought that counts. I tried. The effort. I get an A for effort. Alright, I'm set up. Right, I'm set up for next time. In the next scenario where we don't have a fire for the longest time in the game, I'm in line to create a fire. I'm in line to make a fire like in the movie Castaway. I have made fire. You know? That's that's my goal. That's my fantasy. That's my elementalist fantasy come to life. I think that the ability to summon folks is a pretty good ability. Like that's a pretty sweet ability. Like that makes me feel like a powerful player. From that, my character is really powerful. Being able to do that on the Elementalist, where you be able to just summon people in dungeons and stuff to the group. That's gonna be paramount. You know, that's gonna be like a crucial ability. Necromancers will have an ability where they could give mana to people that need it, that are low on in the group, you know, like severely low on mana and can't get any mana back. Let's say they get, like you got a shaman that's struggling because they keep casting spells, like I do sometimes, and they don't give themselves enough time to sit properly and to actually canny dance a little bit. Like they overdo it. Like I have a tendency to overdo it sometimes. But yeah, the classes are good. And then Shatter Knight. I don't know. Just having the pet is iconic, you know. Um, it is a little bit extra added DPS. It's not a whole lot. The pet isn't very good. It's not. It's not good enough to really just even scratch your butt with, as they would say, as the saying goes. It's just not worth it. It's not good, but it's there and it's part of the class, and we have to discuss it when we're talking about Shadow Knight. But Shadow Knight has other abilities, like you're basically a warrior tank that has the ability to cast Drain Life on your target and have this aura of vampirism where you take life from the enemies around you and you add it to, I think it's the entire party. I think it's the whole party, if I'm not mistaken. I think you give it to the entire party, not even just yourself, but your whole party. And you get taunt, of course. You get your basic combat skills. You get your slam. You get your kick. You know, you get all that good stuff. And if you select Ogre Smash now, which is a new ability, it's a new stun that they've given ogres as a racial ability that you can select for a major combat. And you know, I think that that's kind of cool. Major combat abilities that are majors are kind of cool. But I feel like every race that you select should automatically come with some sort of package of like a benefit, whether you select it or not. I don't necessarily like the idea of being forced to choose Ogre Smash if I create an Ogre. Like for example, like I want to be able to choose other things on the list, like intellect maybe, or maybe I want to choose stamina when I'm creating a shaman because I know I'm going to cannibalize a little bit more than the average person does, you know, stuff like that. Maybe I don't want to choose Ogre Smash, so now I don't have Ogre Smash because I didn't choose it. So, you know, like that's just kind of my thought process with that kind of stuff. It's like if you're going to have Ogre Smash, then give it to all ogres. Let all ogres have Ogre Smash. Let all of them have a racial, you know, and let it be like that. So, I mean, if one racial is too strong compared to the others, like for example, regeneration with trolls, you know, right? Like shamans, regeneration, very important. Like I probably really want a troll shaman. Ultimately, in my end game goal, yes, I'll create an ogre shaman. Yes, I will get him to max level. I will get to level 60. I will dedicate it right now that I will get Kazrax to level 60. But you know, like my fantasy is a troll character of some type. Like I want to have that extra regeneration. Like I want to have that extra thing, you know, with my character. So like maybe by the time I get Kazrax to level 60 and I decide to create the alt character that I talked about, whichever alt character wins from the choices that I laid out, then I'll try to choose like troll if per se like they finally release the troll race, right? the troll race, assuming the troll race has regeneration, assuming they give that to all trolls. What if a regeneration is a major ability? What if it's a major skill ability? What if it's major? Well, then now I'm going to have to spec into that, which I would have no problems with specking into that. And I'm sure Ogre Smash is a useful ability. It's viable to spec in it if you want to. I guess it becomes an argument. I guess when I think about stuff like this, I overthink, and I'm overthinking, and now you guys are listening to that overthinking like out loud whenever I'm talking. It's like I'm really overthinking it. You know, Ogre Smash is a good ability, I'm sure, to use for a major, and it's viable. And then other majors, I'm sure, are viable. I'm just kind of just thinking out loud about stuff, I guess. Just playing Monsters and Memories gets me thinking about the development of a game, ideas for a game, that kind of direction, like developmental direction for a game, like, you know, kind of thinking on stuff a little bit and just kind of thinking out loud and how, like, well, maybe things ought to be done this way, or maybe what if things were done this way? What if things were done like this, you know, like what if this is how things were? How would people respond to it? That kind of thing, I guess. And it kind of gets me down that path. There we got someone else looking for group. We need a healer is what we need. If we find a healer, we'll be set, man. That looks like a druid, doesn't it? There's a bard. Oh snap! Them healing songs. Oh snap! We got them healing songs now, bulls. Oh my God, he's gonna die. God. Whoa. Yeah, that was insane. With that, I think it's time for a Coke. Time for a Coke Zero. Cheers. Excuse me. Whew. Big stretch. Big stretch. Feels so good. So I was gonna have an appointment to do physical therapy stuff for my arm post surgery, and then things kind of happened, and with my schedule the way it is currently, you know, like, well, I can't blame anything on my schedule really since I'm on day shift. It's really my own fault. Since let me rephrase that. Since I decided to stay up all night and play Monsters and Memories last night, since I decided to do that, as a result, I overslept for one of my appointments, and I ended up having to reschedule that appointment, which is to cut the cast off. The doctor looks at my arm, sees how it's healing up, feels of it, looks at the wound, not the wound, but the incision site, looks at the two incision sites that he made, and looks and sees how everything's healing up, and makes a determination on whether or not it's time to put me in a locked 90-degree brace, which I'm going to have to wear for the next, I guess, 6 or 8 weeks while I'm going through physical therapy at the same time to have all that set up. So I had to move the appointments to 2 different dates. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, there's that. There's that. I don't know where I was going with that, all that, but yeah, that's a cool story, bro. That's a cool story, bro. All that is a real cool story. That's really, really cool, bro. That's really, really cool, bro. I guess I better get my ass up and do something, huh? God, it's really choppy. I think it might be time to upgrade my graphics card for real. Stop messing around, stop fooling around, and upgrade it. That's the thing. I'm kind of like, I have the money. I'm just sitting here deciding on what I want to do first. If I want to use the money to if I want to use the money to upgrade all of it at once, the stream, the mic, the presentation, put the green screen in so no one can see the background, all the shit behind me, like in my house, like if I want to do it all at once or if I want to treat it like a present to myself later on and handle that later, like handle one of them at Christmas. If I want to get a better card than the one I can afford now, with both things, along with getting all that other extra stuff, along with getting a graphics card, I wouldn't be able to afford the one that I ultimately want. Like, the one I'd be able to afford now, if I did it now and got everything to upgrade my stream now, a new graphics card that would run the game better, and so it would be less choppy, all that stuff, green screen, all that jazz, microphone, the whole 9 yards. It would take all my money to do that now. But if I waited until I could get a better graphics card and then get all that stuff together, I would have to wait to get the, you know, to get all the materials and get the card I wanted. I want to get a 50 series card. I want to get like, I don't know which one of the 50 series I want to get. If I want to just get like the 5060 or want to go with that or what I want to do. I just have to look at all of them. I know I want one with at least 16 gigabytes of memory in it. At least. I'm not doing the ones that have 6 gigabytes of memory in them anymore. Just not doing it. Over time, they don't hold up as often. They don't hold up as good, and they degrade and they become obsolete. You have to replace them, and then like you're dealing with that as like a hidden cost behind owning a computer as a gamer. Like you gotta make upgrades, or buy a whole new computer. Some people like to buy a whole new computer to put it on credit to buy a credit card. Some companies have a credit card to buy computers with. You know, but yeah, my PC could use an upgrade. I could potentially have a second PC and just set it up here right next to me. That would be kind of beneficial. Just a second PC, have setups next to me that I could build out something simple, something simple, small, and easy that I could build. trying to think of a way I could get all three things without having to do it the traditional route. Like, I'm thinking of a way that I could get my stream um, over to the second monitor without having to do it in my computer settings, without having to do it that way, just to have like a second computer and set it up on the right hand side with another monitor for that computer, and then just use that computer for all that, use that for that specific purpose, for browsing the web and, you know, getting on the chat, looking through the chat and communicating with all you guys and doing it that way versus doing it through my own computer. You know, the one that I'm playing on. Do I want to do it that way or do I want to do it the other way? I know it's much simpler to go through your computer that you're playing on, but, you know, it's just more like a personal preference is all. That's all. The reasoning couldn't really tell you, just personal preference. That. Kind of waiting on Black Friday as well. Like, a lot of places for Black Friday deals, Cyber Friday deals, Cyber Black Friday, whatever you want to call it, deals on the internet. I'm hoping to find a really awesome good deal on a graphics card. I'm hoping to buy one for around $200. Something that's really nice, that's super good. Something that's like marked down incredibly well on Amazon or some other website for Black Friday, Cyber Friday, or whatever you want to call it. New Egg website, something that's like marked down significantly, and maybe even find everything that I need as well, like monitor. Might be able to get away with doing it. I need to really just double check into that. I'm gonna start double checking into that after the stream. After I end the stream, once I end this stream, I'll look into all that stuff. I've got to do something. I can't keep playing like this. I can't keep streaming consistently and playing like this and having it play this way. I have my settings turned all the way down. I have everything checked and double checked, triple checked. I'm on a lower resolution. Everything is peachy king there. I can't go any lower than that. I mean, I can. I can play at 10. I can play at 1024. I can play at that, but I'm gonna have to do some tweaking. So we are playing at the lowest resolution possible for Monsters and Memories. See how the game plays, if it plays any better. I'm playing at the absolute, complete rock bottom resolution. I am playing at near rock bottom settings, I believe. Dang, gets killed before my pet could even go there. Fuck. Can't see what it's. I can't see what its health is or anything. So it's gonna be. Let's go to the other resolution that I had it at, and let's go to full screen mode. Uncheck it. Let's change it to. Change it to that and just see how it does for the time being. Yeah, you guys see my desktop for a little bit. Let's just see what it does. It's not, it don't seem to be doing any better. Okay, let me change it back. Let's change it back. Alright. Let's change this from performance to just pure compatibility. Alright, let's do that. Let's change our resolution back. God almighty. Don't feel like I'm ever going to get a chance to get a hit in. And the text is all bunched up too. Look at that, look at that. Look at the text and how bunched up it is. Hopefully we can get... Hopefully that'll be good enough. Hopefully that'll be enough to get set. Do this. Oh, I couldn't get in there in time. Yeah, I can't wait until early access. I can't wait to come in here and hear these crocodile noises of them getting attacked. Listening to them fall over while I loot their bodies and advance my character, level up my character, make progress on something. Like, I'm ready to actually make progress on a character, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to actually have it mean something. Like, that's why I'm looking forward to early access, is because my character's not going to get erased or anything like that. It's going to actually be meaningful, and there's going to be purpose behind it, doing it, putting time into it and effort. It's going to be there waiting for you to be waiting for you to play it, and it's going to be there for you to enjoy it as well. I think that's the main reason why I'm looking forward to early access as much as I am. It's not because, oh my god, I'm so excited to play the game every day. Like, yeah, that's going to happen. I'm going to be excited to play it, but I'm not going to be like super chipper about playing it every single day. Like, some days, whenever I could have played during some hours of the day, I did the same exact thing I would have done otherwise. Like, I got on my Nintendo Switch and I messed around on there and played for a little bit. You know, like, I got on there and messed around. You know, I play Pokemon games on there sometimes on the Switch. Like, I play Violet on the Switch sometimes. I'm getting caught up with all the Pokemon games. No, I don't play Pokemon Z to A or all the new stuff that just came out, but I do play Pokemon games on the Switch. And so I play that. And also, I play Madden, right? I know, I'm really weird. Like, the setup and everything is weird, and if you're a football fanatic and football fan, then you know how glitchy Madden can be and how bad it is. And I gotta say, you know what? They did a decent job on this last Madden. I don't think that they did that bad of a job on the last Madden. I don't think EA Sports did that bad of a job on the last Madden that they put out. I think they could have done a whole lot better, of course. And you have that issue with a lot of other game developers. Like, they could do so much better than they do, and they just choose not to make the game better, to not improve the game. And you have that issue with EA Sports and the Madden franchise with the NFL and the football games and shit like that, if you follow that. But yeah, dead already. Dead on arrival. All right. Will attack. Oh man. When you take a big gulp of Coke and weren't expecting it to get like super fizzed up in your mouth, I guess from whatever you've been eating on before, like if you've been eating a banana or something like that, and you know like how the consistency of banana makes like any cola beverage super fizzy, like super fizzy in your mouth, like it makes the fizzes like pop faster in your mouth or whatever. Like you get that, like that just happened to me. I took a big giant sip of my cola and it got super fizzy in my mouth super quickly. Almost had to spit it back out. Like it caught me off guard. Too big of a sip. Let's do a baby sip of the cola. It's the last thing I need is to get cola everywhere, especially on my keyboard. I have to go out and buy a new keyboard. Ones that I'm saving up for upgrading the stream on a new keyboard. No, but I seriously though, I need to stop procrastinating and actually use the money that I got sitting aside for it to upgrade the whole stream. Like I said, I had like $400 or $500 sitting aside to upgrade the whole stream with, and I'm just trying to decide how to use it. Like I'm very indecisive sometimes by nature. Like I overthink things, and sometimes I don't think things through the best way. And sometimes in my life I've done that, and it's kind of like bit me in the ass with certain things that I'm not really comfortable talking about. But like, you know, it kind of makes me indecisive a little bit. Those things, going having gone through those things in life, in my life, of what they are, it has made me a little hesitant. And let's just say I draw back. I have a tendency to draw back sometimes on ideas and thoughts. So I'm trying to make sure it's something I want to do. See how much we're getting in. 6. Almost 2 bubbles. Making some progress tonight on the Elementalist. Still have a lot of the playtest to figure things out. Still have a lot of the playtest to... Oh, it's a guilty. Still have a lot of the playtest to go through the trade skills and stuff, and to look at those and look at figure that out. Figure out what I want to do on both characters, like on Kazrax. The alt character that I choose. Whichever one I decide to go with. And we're going to get him to level 8. All 3 characters will be played to level 8 before I make a decision on which alt character I'm going to roll. Is it going to be the Shadow Knight? Is it going to be the Elementalist? Is it going to be the Necromancer? Which character am I going to roll? And you know, there could even be another class that jumps into the fray. I'm not giving anything away. There might be. I'm not potentially teasing anything, but you know, until I make an official announcement on which alt class I'm going to end up playing, I won't do that until I make the official announcement on the channel. There might be like a super surprise class that comes out of nowhere, like bam, like I didn't see this class coming out of left field that joined the competition to roll as an alt character. Because rolling an alt character is important. I mean, it's almost in a way as important as rolling your main character. Like if your alt character can passively make you money, regardless what it is, if it's like trade skilling, or if it's a druid, or if it's a wizard or something, and you're making money off of porting people, making money off ports for your character, that's also very valuable. Because let's say you need something on your main really, really bad, and you don't have the funds, and there's no way you can get in. There's no way you can get the funds to do it because you don't have a profession. Well, the only other way you'd be able to get the funds is if you got in a group and started killing and started looting, and you shared all those funds among the entire group. That'd be the only way that you could get it. But if you had a second character that solely focused on trade skills, or solely focused on like other things like that, you could sell the goods that you made, or sell anything to get the money. You could sell the reagents that you have, or to make stuff on that character to get money for your main character. So it's beneficial to have a alt character. It's important to have an alt character in a I think it's pretty important. It's a pretty important decision that I don't take lightly. I don't be like, yeah, I'm just gonna roll this as my alt. I mean, in the past I've done that and it's worked out. I forced it, and it hasn't worked out so great in the past. Before, when I had a class and I was like, I'm going to play that class to level 70. Granted, I did it on World of Warcraft with a shaman, and I thought, well, I'll like playing a shaman class in WoW. It turns out I didn't really care for playing the shaman too much in World of Warcraft. Now, I had fun when I first got Ghost Wolf form, but then after that, leveling up, it just felt really stale to me. So like leveling the shaman when I did it in World of Warcraft, when I leveled that shaman, it wasn't very exciting. I just kind of forced it. But yeah, the point of that, the reason why I brought that story up is I didn't enjoy the leveling. I got to max level on that shaman in World of Warcraft. I didn't enjoy it though. Toward the end, I enjoyed getting Ghost Wolf form, but I didn't enjoy getting to level 60. I had a whole different thrill of hardcore mode. I had a whole thrill of being in hardcore mode when I did it. in hardcore WoW. That it was like a sense of accomplishment and all that, all those things, but it was like getting Ghost Wolf form was a pretty big highlight in that. So getting Ghost Wolf form is kind of get it at level 20 in craft, so it's kind of a. Anyways, back to the game. I did see that Hearthstone is trying to make a comeback, and I know what it leads to, but I'm like, nah, I don't think I'll play. I played Hearthstone for a bit. I have some videos of me, and I had everything pretty much under control. Had a deck that a lot of folks were using, kind of made a little bit of changes to the deck here and there, but mostly it was the same deck that a lot of folks used to get legend, and I actually got legend with it, but I wasn't like rank 1 legend or any videos on YouTube of me doing that. It's kind of got me nostalgic, in a nostalgic mood this week. After I did that, just by looking through and seeing it pop up on my feed, seeing Hearthstone stuff. Looks like they have a lot of stuff going on now. Looks like just from like mousing over someone's thumbnail, it looked like to me you enter combat phases now, much like how in Magic the Gathering, how you would enter combat or something like that. Or you announce that, okay, it has weird rules that you can't do certain things until after you've entered into combat. Like, you can't counter a spell or something, something weird like that. I don't know. It's been forever since I've played Magic personally, but there's a lot of rules that get all complicated, and you can be a rules judge on the matter if you want it to be. But I'm no expert on the rules. I played purely for fun, and it was like to go for Friday night with my friend. My one good friend that was going with me for a while, and then my other best friend as well. But yeah, good times of going and playing Magic. It just kind of reminds me of that, seeing that on the screen, that thumbnail, combat. You know, what is that like? A combat phase? Like that's never been in Hearthstone. It's never said like specifically entering combat or anything like this. I can remember playing is a lot of things have changed in the game, and I can't say that I have a desire to play. I don't know if it's a good change or a bad change, but you can't judge it until you try it, right? As I always say, you can't judge it until you give it a shot, right? Someone invite this person. I thought he was in the group. Okay, he's in the group now. In the group now. I brought it to their attention. Donk. Gonk, Donk. I love the pet name. Gonk, Donk. I love silly pet names. That's why on my Necromancer Clur, I named my pet Thur. there, clear, there. I mean, I was just like, clear, there. I like funny stuff like that. Big set sayings or whatever. Attack. Every time I start to nuke, it dies. Tells you our group is good enough to move, really. Well, the level 3s, we'd have to... Got Dance over here. Dance has joined the party. Happens to be a bard. Fitting name for a bard. I can't send my pet on shit now. About Chompers. See if we can find him. I bet you I'll be able to send my pet on Chomper. Wow. Oh Lord, have mercy. Trying to put wood on the fire and stoke it. Stoked it, didn't I? Stoked it. Shit. I almost feel useless in this group. Like I'm not doing much of anything. Ah man, I could be dying before my pay. This is just that good. Everything's dying before my pet even gets there. Problem to have. Like you're not doing. Already dead. Wow. Yeah, like I feel like I'm just constantly full on man. Get full on XP. Can we get full on XP? Get like level 60. Just eventually it would be nice. The class I decided to choose. Class of my choosing I'm gonna pick. Well, my official alt main in Texas. Alt character am I going to my main alternate character? I'm just excited to play a character that will actually have substance, that will mean something, that will be there when I log in, and I'll be able to look at the items that I have and be proud of them. Like, yeah, I have this. Be happy when it actually means. Right now, it's nice and good and everything, not until it comes along. Also very curious on that fortress that is located close to Fallen Pass. That's in the Vale of Zentar. The black floating surrounded by water that I showed off on stream. Very curious about that location as well, on if what's gonna happen there, how to get into that, how to get into the fortress. How do we get in there? How do we get access? Very curious to try to figure that out. Maybe some sort of mud command, or maybe it's like got something to do with like a quest or something. You go there and do a sequence of events to get in, to get yourself. I don't know. Maybe it's like you need a key or something. Who knows? Natural. Natural. He's a natural. My pet's name's Natural. Greetings, bro. How was the stream? It's great, Slayheim. It's great, brother. Everything is going good. Sitting here slaying some crocs, and most of these crocs are dying before I can even send my pet in. Mainly because I'm slow on sending my pet in, but also because the group is just that good on DPS that we're killing so fast that I'm just literally full mana right now. So that's kind of how it's been going. How are you doing, my friend? I'm playing the Elementalist. Yeah, I'm giving each class a try to level 8. Like I'm gonna give the Shadow Knight a chance to level 8. I'm gonna give the Elementalist a chance, and then the Necromancer a chance to level 8. And I might toss in a another class in the mix for the competition as well. I don't know. I'll just have to see how I feel. If I'm feeling froggy or feeling up for it during this whole playtest, I'll do that. So I'm probably gonna end up feeling froggy. I might end up tossing another class in the mix to decide on which class is gonna be my alt character. Access.
Yeah, I feel that way about a lot of classes. Like a lot of classes get their stuff at 8. They get a primary. They get like a primary type of ability at level 8. Like for Elementalist, I think you get into more. You get more into the big damage nukes, and for Necromancers, get into a second dot that you can have that does higher damage or something like that. Or Shadow Knight, you get your pet. Like it's kind of a big deal. Bad service, disappointing. That's how it goes these days. Oh man, I'm very sorry, bro. I'm very sorry. I'm sending my condolences to Miss Heim as well from me, uh, and you, honestly, just for a bad experience. To lay down. Yeah, I plan on playing for a while. Going out of town for it later. I just won't be able to get on. Well, yeah, tell me about it, man. Give me a call or ring up on my personal phone or something like that, or just whatever, however you decide to do it. But yeah, man, hope that all goes well. For you in that, and I look forward to linking up with you in the game anyway. I mean, all this stuff is gonna be temporary, man. Like, don't worry about getting on, and I know you're not worried about it. I know you're gonna take care of what you gotta take care of, and but yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. It's not a big deal anyway. I know I would be kind of bummed out about not playing though, because I want to play, But the main thing is we'll have the game. It'll be there for us, We'll have it and be able to log in and play whenever we want to play. So that'll be good. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have the game. That's why I'm not worried about getting into alpha. Listening gaming lappy so I can take it over for hour sessions. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, dude. Like, buy yourself treat yourself, man. Do what I'm doing. Like, do what I'm doing for you. Like, go out and treat yourself. Buy yourself a gaming laptop if you can afford it. Whatever you can afford to get. Like, buy yourself like a gaming laptop and bring it over to the house, and we'll just have a blast. So we'll go nuts. Order some pizza, man. We'll play till like midnight or something crazy. I don't know. Do it like old times, how we used to do it. But yeah, I I wouldn't mind getting one for myself eventually. A gaming laptop to take around, or maybe over your place, Slay, and kind of. Or level 6 amount. God, I'm almost 60. Almost 60%. I don't know. I really like to heal, and I could see myself liking the druid's ability to make money on points, being like a secondary character type of class, even though I have a shaman already. Something that's similar to a shaman, but different in other aspects as well. Like something that's got thorns. I think I would enjoy playing a druid. Spirit of wild and all the stuff that druids get that shamans also get, but just other different spells that they get, and being able to port people around, I think, to make money on my alt character would be a good supplement to my main. So I think that adding a druid in the mix and getting the druid to level 8, or until the druid can port to major places, I think could be a good change as well that we might put in the competition on which class I'm going to roll as an alt character. So like the list keeps getting longer, as they say. But yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to really thoroughly go over and make sure it's something I want to do. Like it's going to be a class I want to play as an alt character. This is the champion of all the classes I thought about to make an alt character for. And be like, this is what we're doing on this playtest. We're going through all the different classes that I might want to play and see which one I'm going to like the best and pick that one as an alt character. Hopefully one day get it up to standard, up to the same standard as my main character is. Like my shaman. Yeah. Shaman is definitely going to come first. Haven't decided yet which class I want. A lot of horizontal progression. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there is a lot of horizontal progression. There's a lot of like different class quests and stuff that you could do. Things that can occupy your time like that that you need to get that probably get done. Like I never got my shaman pouch, and people are leaving the party. I never got the shaman pouch for my and stuff. And there's also other quests that you're talking about, like Worm's Bane armor. So there's other quests besides the starter quest. By the way, you had a really good video on muds. It's like the whole interactions that you need to do in muds and mud games. You had a really good video about monsters and memories, discussing that part in the rogue quest of where you were frustrated. Yeah. Crocodile Hatchley. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, character max level. I'll mess around at all. Yeah, yeah. Same for me too. Like I just want to have my alt created on the side and there for me to transfer over to use almost like a bank to like stow extra crap. Like even if I take up every slot in the character's inventory space, just use it as like an extra bank. Oh man, thanks. Yeah, I couldn't get the item that was right in front of me. Slash mud commands, yeah, yeah. Slash mud commands are a little aspect of the game that kind of ticks me as well. Like it kind of frustrates me a little bit, if I'm being honest about it. But I've gotten used to it, you know. I've kind of gotten used to it. I've kind of gotten this is like a new element to add to my gaming experience that it's gotten me used to. Um, I definitely had to get used to the mud commands, but I'm getting used to it. I experienced it with my first experience with mud commands in this game was with the shaman starter quest, where you have to go to the well that's outside the west gate. You got to go to the well that's outside the west gate and slash take an item, and it has to be a specific item. It's got to be like gloom deep mushroom or some shit like that, or like some like drowned mushroom or something like that. I think it is. But someone on Reddit made a good point that people aren't really saying what's wrong with the game. Only the devs don't really know. Surrounded by a positive echo chamber. I thought it was fair. Only good. Yeah. Interesting. I'll have to look at Reddit thing. I imagine at some point in this game, I didn't know Shaman have one. I did one for the rogue. Had to get grappling hook. Trying to eye off a statue took me forever. Yeah, man, like you have inspect, pry, touch, scrape it, all that. You got all this shit, man. In a mud, like you got like inspect it, look at it. Like it's just like a Dungeons and Dragons game, you know. But yeah, shamans get a starter quest, and it's for like I think it's a pouch that they get. Not mistaken. They get some kind of like pouch that increases, that gives them stats. It's got like stats on it. Yeah. See if I can. Let me see if I can find it. Let's go to monsters. Oh, my head's itching. Let's go to shaman. me kill this. Send my pet in on it, bro. We'll look at level 8 stuff. Big strong nuke. Water shield. Necromancer. It. It's like a pump, I guess. Someone else or your pet or whatever. It's like a health pump. Very interesting way of using it. A heal or sit on my pet. Getting wild in here. Yeah, I agree, Slayheim. Being in the world is my favorite as well. Robert Engstrand did an amazing job in this game with the music and all that, man. It's just like, oh, it's amazing to my ears. So dot shit. I get an AoE fear. Ghoul pet. Requires ghoul skin. So I need to get ghoul skin. Grip of Agony, that's a harm touch that they get. And then they get skeletal pet. I don't know. Out of all of them, I think the mage has the most impactful of them to me. It seems like, just my personal opinion. The Elementalist, I kind of like, but I would have to take some time to test all three of them. And I know what will happen if I make a druid. I'll be like, well, we're going druid, you know. I love buffs. I love making people run fast. I love making myself run fast. I love thorns, and I love helping people level and healing people, and I mean, I love all that stuff. Really, I should make a druid as a second class, but I don't know. In my head, I'm like, why don't you do something different? Why don't you do a DPS class, or why don't you do like a ranged pet class like I'm doing now, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like I can't ever really definitively decide, so that's why we're doing it. Okay, so we are right at 60% XP. It looks like hopefully we can get a lot more, get to level 7 or so, and then be looking at another camp potentially once we hit level 7, getting out of here, because I think it slows down significantly at level 7, and maybe we could find a camp like smugglers or bandits or something like that, or get like in another camp that would be good XP for me. But that might be another night. I don't know. Not really sure at the moment. Might be tonight. Depends on what I can find and if I find anything. Kind of what we end up doing. I need to take a break and run to town though. I need to take a town break. It's always good to have a town break, even for a little bit. Even if you're in town, it just feels so refreshing. They gotta kind of go back to town and chill. Oh man, the ground trembles violently. Uh oh, what's happened? Oh, people are freaking out. People are freaking out, man. Yeah, I can't see anything in guild chat because everything going by so fast. Let's see. I don't know what the fuck this is. The fuck this is over here. Open window. Shall okay. Now everything should come through on my guild. That to that window. Oh, damn. Experience really kind of died here. Might be time to move on soon. So yeah, the just talking about. I wanted to talk about the stream schedule. I'm off every other Wednesday and Thursdays. It's my Wednesday and Thursday to be off. That means I'll end up working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So obviously, um, it's up to me on whether or not I want to stream this coming Saturday. If I feel like it, I will stream. If not, then there will be stream. But kind of doing things like that when I'm on a day shift schedule. So I go from days to nights, nights to day. I got to switch up. I got to switch from both. So right now I'm on day shift. So as of now, I could stream this Saturday night. I could do a Saturday night stream a little bit after work, like 7:30 to 9:30 type of thing. But I would have to work the next day, which is Sunday. My schedule is going to be kind of screwed up. Stream schedule is going to be a little screwed up, but it's going to be trying to be every other Wednesday and Saturday. It happen in streams. As far as like when I'm going to end up streaming. kind of different playing in first. All right. Well, so, I don't know. I think it might be worth staying level 7 and just testing out the waters and seeing how you get here and seeing if it's manageable. Like if it, you can grind it out, grind enough crocs to hit level 8, and then move on. I think it might be the play. We'll just have to see what we decide to do. Plus, it'd be nice to get a little bit of a buff level in the case that I die and Sorry about that, guys. Had to get hungry. You just gotta do what you gotta starve. Love the spell effects of the pet. Spell effects of the pet's pretty. Campfire. Make it right here. Manamuk. They added new powers for Shadow Knight. At level 6, there is Shadow Grip, Pull, a Pull Kick, Taunt, and 1. Wow. Shadow Grip, huh? And at level 10, Shadow Strike, which is like the slam corruption damage. Very interesting. I am going to have to check that out. Myself. Wow, that's like a taunt, grip, kick, and 1. Powerful grip. But they do not share cooldowns. That's good. My gosh, a whole ton of them. Action, the business just picked up. We got through that. One more bubble. Means that at level 7 I can potentially find another hunting. Good enough to stay until level 8. And then it's gonna be Shadow Knight time. I'm really starting to dig all this stuff here. I'm really starting to dig what you're laying down, K-Man. Really starting to dig what you're laying down in the chat there about Shadow Knight in this Shadow Grip. How it's just like the kick in one. It just seems very interesting. Like I have to know, and then the corruption damage. Like sounds so cool. Some mana back. I didn't realize they were fighting down there. It's good. I heard that they've made cleric better as well. That they keep making clerics better, which is good. They keep making. Now, have they made really good changes to paladins yet? I haven't really been keeping up with paladins as much. I know they changed like the AoE effect. They changed something. They made a pet change. Like I think paladins get they summon up like a minion or something, like a pet, like a ghostly crusader pet or something like that with one of their abilities. And I saw Nick working on it in stream one day. Can't remember what the ability was called, but it looked pretty badass. It looked really cool. And it looked like they were making changes to the paladin, but I don't know. It's been that long, and that was probably like some stream back in October. I don't know when exactly what the date it was, but yeah, it was probably some stream way back when that I'm speaking of. I gotta say, Shaman still feels pretty good. It still feels pretty powerful, personally. I haven't encountered many paladins. Yeah, I haven't either really during the playtest. Like during all the playtests I've done, the first paladin I grouped with was kind of like over where the goblins are by the glass flats zone line, kind of like up around where Telekir is located at. In I think it's Sungreet Strand. Yeah, in Sungreet Strand is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that zone. That's man. It's been a long time for me. I think ultimately I'm glad I don't have an alpha key. Kind of is because well, yeah, I don't want to like burn myself out on the class that I really want to play a lot. Like, oh man, God, here we go again. We've done this 1,000 times. We've done this again. We've done this over again. It's like, Jesus. It's like how many times you got to bang your head against the wall with that. So it's kind of like that, but at the same time, as I have alluded to before, about just earning something, logging in and having it be mine. That was the only time I encountered a paladin in the game. It was pretty wild, and they did a good job, holding aggro and everything. But so I didn't actually get to see any of the changes that they made. Like, did they make changes to their AOE? Did they make spell effects or whatever? I know they've done some spell effects things, changing that. Like the mage pet looks cool, man. Frostbolt comes out of there. Look at that. That looks so cool. Elementalist pet, I mean. Mage, elementalist, whatever. To me, it's the same thing. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch from my back. That felt good.
Got some players who are leaving. Man, the party died in here. That'll be good enough, hopefully. Some mana back now. We're getting there. I mean, we're getting close. Close to level 7. Stuff with the Shadow Knight, like the Shadow Knight has entered the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow Knight has entered the chat. Like, looking down and out for me, going through my thoughts on what I wanted to play, but the Shadow Knight has entered the chat. Like, it has come in and taken over, like, grabbed my attention again. Like, hey, you need to be looking over here, please. Like, this might actually be pretty good over here. Might want to look into that. I guess I've turned into the puller. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people leaving. Got people that are in town. Well, actually, you know, everyone's here. Just people are leaving. Like, might be on my own again. An owner.
I think that's what's happened. Oh, shit. Shoot. I'm so sorry. Who is that? Who is that? I need to apologize to them. Snooze. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what's up with this guy. I think he's AFK. But he is playing a song at least. Beats of War. Yeah, it might be time to leave. Guy isn't doing anything. Really just about waiting on mana to get caught up and everything to be good. Start pulling again. Get this last little bit of XP that I need to level up, and we'll look at moving on at that point. At level 7, I might be able to head into the entrance of Ancient Crypts. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I can like 100% confirm that, but I'm gonna look to see where I can go and kind of take it from there for the next stream that I decide to do on the next Wednesday or so. That it's gonna be where I'll have off, be able to do that. Guy was completely AFK. I love this game. I love it. The ambiance, everything with the game, the fire, the coziness of the game, the spell effects, all of it. I love it so much. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed with any of the classes that I decide to go with for alt character or anything. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun playing this. How long have I been going for? On 3 hours almost. Hours and 41. I want to turn provoke on since I'm soloing.
know what's going on there. Ability is not available right now. Alright. Reload my character. Alright, I can cast spells again. Let me invite this fellow to the party. I don't know where all these people came from, but hey, I love it. Let's get grouped up. Weird. I guess he just ran off. Like, I ran him off by inviting him to a group. Alright. Let me, I'll be right back just a second. Let me get something here. Get me something. Alright. So, we've been going for almost 3 hours now. Like they left the group. Obviously, because I was AFK. I did the same stuff to them, but yeah. So let me go back to town now. Follow. Follow. Go back to town. And see about doing some things before we end it. I will get level 7. I'll get that before I log off. Sorry guys, I do apologize. Let me turn my camera off while I eat toward the end of the stream here. Still having a lot of fun on the Elementalist.
So I pretty much already have everything on so far. Just gonna go look for some merchants in the general area though, and pretty much call it a day. But before we do the merchants and all that, let's get to level 7. Get to level 7. Alright, coming up on the gate now. Be able to get what we want to get done. Alright, we're back at the shoreline. Looking for some crocs. also keep in mind, if you zone anywhere close to the water, like what I'm doing now, your character will be running out of breath. So if you zone out close to the water and you go AFK, you might come back to find your character dead. Just a fair warning. Comes to that kind of stuff. Zoning in the shaded dunes. I think that the coolest thing for me is probably going to be the pet, man. It's probably gonna be the pet. It's the pet spell effect that Elementalists have. That's gonna be a big drawing point for me. It's a big selling point. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. Shadow Knight, no, that's not out of the realm of possibility. And we just hit our level, so I'm gonna go ahead and jettison out of here. Fun, it's been real. I'll just get some mana back, but get some mana back and gate back to the city. Go through my merchants, do my thing. But really appreciate everyone dropping in and saying what's up during the during the stream. Thank you, K-Man, K-Manimac. I think that's how you say your name. I'm just gonna say K-Man. Thank you, K-Man, for coming in and offering your input on the Shadow Knight and putting them back in the ring, getting them back in the ring with the other classes to see which one I'm going to pick for an alt character. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate Slayheim. Shout out to @Slayheim. Go check out his channel if you really like my content. You'll love his stuff as well. Does indie MMORPGs. Actually does horror games as well. Check out his stuff. So he does a little bit of some different things apart from me over on his channel. Check out his stuff over there. Shout out to him. He's a good dude. And yeah, thank you, Abzu, for stopping in and saying what's up. And thank all of you guys for watching in the background, of those of you who watch in the background and will watch this stream post-stream. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next stream. It's probably going to be, for me, since it's a Wednesday stream. Saturday stream, maybe. I'm going to say maybe. We're going to say a maybe on that one. Not a guarantee. We'll see how I feel after work. If I feel nice and I got pep in my step and I'm feeling chipper, then I'll get on and stream for a little bit before I go to bed. But yeah, it's probably going to be... Shoot. It's probably going to be... It might be a surprise stream Monday or Tuesday the following week. I'll keep everyone posted. I'll keep everyone posted on YouTube and on posts and stuff like that, on Discord, and if you're a member in there, I'll keep you posted on when it's going to be. Really appreciate everyone. Really appreciate everyone stopping by and saying what's up. Thank you once again, and we'll see you on the next one. Anyway, take care.